So bantamweight division main event at UFC Fight Night, Song versus Simon. Both fighters meet face to face, touch gloves, and they'll stare each other down, and this thing will be on, and this is it. And as soon as this fight's over, we're off to pay-per-view next week, UFC 288, where we'll have another bantamweight division fight. And the return of Henry Cejudo taking on Aljamain Sterling. So this fight's underway. And Ricky Simone, you got to remember that throughout the fight to say Simone, not Simon, marches his way in across the middle of the octagon. And Simone with 2 leg kick attempts, neither one landing. One straight ahead. And you don't want that to connect. And this is one of those fights that could either finish early or go late. It's just hard to tell. Not a lot of action yet here. 4:10 left in round 1. A long feeling out period. And you would expect to get that in these fights that go potentially 5 rounds, right? If it's a 3-round fight, they get after it right away. When it's a 5-round fight, these guys are going to feel each other out. There's no rush because there's a chance that it could go 5 rounds, right? That's what you're seeing here. Yeah, a lot of patience from Ricky Simone. Song lands a couple leg kicks. Ricky resettles. 3:30 left, round 1. Now it's Song trying to dictate the pace. He's in the face of Ricky Simon, kind of chasing him down. And Ricky now just feinting the jab. And he'll back off and switch to lefty, mainly for the leg kick, and he lands it to the body. 3 minutes left, round 1. Now Song lands a leg kick, and the crowd roars. All 50 of them here at the Apex. Not a big crowd, more than 50, maybe 200, but nothing serious. And Vegas served well during the time of which it needed to, but now I think the fans are ready to get back. I mean, obviously, it's been more and more fights on the road, but we've had back-to-back weeks at the Apex Center. Next week, they go to Newark, New Jersey for UFC 288, so that's what's on deck. 2:10 left in the round. Simone lands a left and a right combination. Boy, now the first tie-up. Ricky digged the underhooks, and now it's Song moving Ricky back, and now Ricky drives Song back. Both guys tie each other up here. Now it's Song who's digging the underhooks. Now Ricky will spin him again, and they'll let go. And we're back into the center of the octagon. So after 3 straight finishes in the second round or earlier, we now got Song and Simone. How long will this go as Ricky lands a jab? Both guys, good leg movement, a lot of technique involved here. Shorter fighters in the bantamweight division, but stocky. Got the power to finish. Both guys got the power to finish the fight. And both guys got the capability of going to the ground and defending takedowns. So a lot of technique involved as Ricky Simone went in for the takedown and whiffed. And he spins around and gets out of the way. 35 seconds left, round 1. We might as well start getting these stats pulled up because we might be in for this for a little bit. Here we go. I mean, yeah, then we'll have to reset this thing too. Song continuing to press forward. Now 15 seconds left. In round one, lands a nice leg kick on the thigh. Woo! 2 straight leg kicks by Song, both missed. And that'll do it for round one. So kind of a slow start to the round, but then midway through they started to pick up the pace. And, we'll go into round two where round one left off. So getting into the stats so far, again, slow pace, 12-7 for Song. Insignificant strikes, same as total strikes. Headshots, 4-4. So you might credit Song with that round. No matter what happens now, round one's going to be the one that's very close. But I would give it to Song just because you have more activity. They both threw about 27 significant strikes, but Song landed 12, Ricky landed 7. And Ricky taking a deep breath in the corner. And what do you tell the fighters here? Just kind of keep doing what you're doing. Let's get more aggressive. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. Don't let the opponent dictate the pace. And they're kind of both in the same boat. All right, Ricky, let's go. Let's settle in now. Song pressing forward. Lands a leg kick. Several leg kicks now to that thigh. That'll start to take effect if he can keep it going. Now Ricky lands a jab, backs up Song. Now Simone comes in with a jab. And most people on Twitter weighing in are saying Song Yadong got round one, but very close. Yeah, I haven't seen one yet for Simone, so that's kind of along the lines that I'm thinking. Oh no! Song pounded away, almost finishes Ricky. Ricky gets up and puts the head on the hip and tries a level change. But Ricky was in trouble. Now he pops the head out. Okay. And we've seen this throughout the night. One guy get the advantage in the striking, the other goes for the takedowns. And that's what Ricky is doing here, is he finally takes down Song. And this might be where he needs to keep the fight here if he wants to win, because on the feet, Song nearly finished him seconds ago. And this thing is heating up quick here in round two. Both fighters separate. This is where you want to be if you're Song after what you just did a second ago. Song still chasing him down. Big uppercut misses. Man, you get the feeling if Song lands another big shot, this thing could be done. Now, if you're Ricky right now, you just want to stay out of dodge for a minute and recover 2 minutes into round two. But Song is really throwing that big right hand whenever he can. Kind of abandoned the leg kicks over the last 2 minutes. And I think he realizes, let's just try to get a finish here. And it's amazing because you got power in this division, of course. Not as much as the others. But you also have a tremendous amount of speed. The lower you go in divisions, the faster it gets. The higher you go, the more powerful. 2:10 left, round two. Oh, Ricky takes a big left. Oh, another big left. Come on, Ricky. Boy, and Song winning on the exchanges for sure. (26-13) significant strikes now. Song begins to pull away. And he's starting to separate themselves on strikes attempted, so he's starting to throw more. Oh my gosh. Come on, Ricky, get out of there. Get out of the corner. All right. Ooh. Ricky nearly missed with a big right. And Song doing a good job of keep moving, keeping the head off the center line. Continue moving side to side. But if you're Ricky, you got to take more shots with the power punch, with the big right hand. You whiffed a second ago, but it was powerful enough that if it lands, it could change the outcome of this fight. And both fighters come in and whiff. Now, Song lands a left hook to the body, and that caused a problem for Ricky Simón. Now Ricky goes in for the takedown. He gets it. Okay. Boy, and look at Ricky now. Pounding away with some hammer fists now. Strong finish there for Ricky Simón. Song gets up and says, I didn't do nothing. But I think Song still gets that round 34-19 in significant strikes. He's kind of taken over a little bit. 42-19 in total strikes. And as we get to look at some of the replays here, Song was close to getting the finish. That's for sure. Look back at a lot of jabs being landed too. I mean, they're both whiffing on the power punch, but the jabs are landing. Ricky taking the fight to the ground at one point, but he's going to have to change something here if he wants to win this fight, because the reality is Song is a little bit quicker on the exchanges, and that's causing problems for Ricky Simón. That's why he almost got finished. Looked good at the end of the round, but not enough to get the round. So 2-0 Song, in my opinion, 20-18 right now, if this thing continues. But I don't think it's going to make it the distance. Round 3 underway. When Ricky takes down Song gets right back up though, shoves him off. And they'll regather here in the center of the octagon. First 30 seconds gone in round 3, and now Song lands a big right. Oh, that looked like a low blow, yeah. Dang it, man. Shoot. Oh, if anything, Ricky will get some more time here. And that wasn't a leg kick, ladies and gentlemen. That was an uppercut. Basically, uppercut. Uppercut, low blow right to that area. And you see the fans in the background like, oh, everyone saw that right when it happened. Both fighters going to their designated corner here. And Ricky gets a little time. And it looks like Ricky's ready to go. Now Herb will kind of give him a warning. But this thing will restart under a minute here. So 48 seconds in. That's it. And we're back to live action. 4:08 left, round 3. Boy, a shot like that down low could slow you down just enough to where your opponent can come in with a big shot and you can't, react to it as quick as you might have. And you see it. Song setting up the big right hand. I could see it. Ricky backs him up with a jab. Now 2 left leg kicks by Song. And they'll regather in the center of the octagon. Now Song landing some leg kicks. Ricky goes in for the takedown, can't get it. Boy, and there's a lot of jabs being thrown. Not necessarily landed, but thrown. On both sides, trying to keep the distance. 40-22 in significant strikes for Song. Overall in this fight, 48-22 total strikes. But Ricky's landing more head strikes, 19-15. Left leg kicked and roundhouse. I mean, crazy by Song how he can get 2 leg kicks up. You're hoping your opponent dodges the first one and then comes back and takes the second one. But now all of a sudden the range seems to be favoring Ricky a little bit. It seems like the punches from Song are farther and farther away. If you're Ricky, you got to take advantage of that. You just got to find his distance. He's landed a jab enough to find the distance on the jab, but now he's got to, come back with the counter, or the combo, excuse me. Song doing just good enough to keep him off balance, though. Ricky lands another big left, takes a left hook, and almost lost his footing. And then Ricky giving him the shimmy, let him know he's fine. And the first power right from Simone lands right to the chest of Song. Remember, Song's 2 inches taller than him. Not a big deal, but still. Simone's got to punch upward. Does have the reach advantage. As he feints in a little bit, both guys in the center of the octagon. Ooh, and Song lands a left. And Ricky looking a little jittery now. He resettles. Boy, Song missing on some big shots. If he lands one of these, forget it. Misses on a straight leg kick. Misses on a left-right combination. Now misses on a left leg, or a left jab. So he's having a tough time connecting now. And Ricky's starting to lean over and dropping that lead hand. He's been outpaced in all 3 rounds so far in terms of significant strikes. And you don't know what the coaches are seeing. Maybe it's closer than they think. But at some point, you got to tell Ricky, like, hey, that's the end of round 3 now. But you got to tell Ricky, like, hey, you're going to need to finish. As Ricky begins to yell at Song as that round comes to an end. But, he's got a takedown here and there. But he just can't find the range on the power right. Trails 49-28 in significant strikes. So he's down 21, 57-28 on total strikes. And just getting outpaced by Song in this fight right now. Yeah, so the corner telling Ricky Simone, like, he's coming in trying to get the KO. You got to continue landing the jab. But what they got to tell him, too, is that you need the combination. The jab is fine, but you're not going to finish with a jab. You need the combination. Oh, that's what it was. His Song led with the head. Basically headbutted Ricky Simone at the end of the last round. And that's why Ricky Simone started going back and forth with him. 4:55 left. Round 4 just underway. Ooh, and a big right by Simone. First one we've seen. Needs more of that. Both guys standing righty. Simone coming forward. Just, you got to constantly be worried about the speed from Song Yadong. And I think that's why Ricky has a tough time coming in with those combinations. You land the jab and then you get countered. There he lands the jab. Comes in with a flying knee, misses. Gets flipped around. And he resettles. Oh, a little speed coming from Song now. Big body shot. A lot of people weighing in on Twitter saying 30-27 Yadong or 29-28. But either way, got him winning right now. And a level change attempted by Simone, but he can't get it. And Song shoves him off. And that's bad news for Ricky Simone because he can't land a level change. But what's your best opportunity to win the fight? Probably on the feet. Even though you've been getting outstruck so far, you still got the chance with the big right hand. Ricky covers up and blocks that. Under 3 minutes left, round 4. And you can't say there's no chance for a finish, but other than one time in the second round, I think it was, maybe the third, when Song had Simone in trouble. I mean, other than that, it's just been jabs and kicks to the leg constantly throughout this fight. I think we're going to get a lot more action from Sterling and Cejudo next week for the title. We're going to get a lot more action. A lot more opportunities for finishes. But I'll just tell you now, since that prediction's out, I just don't, unless Cejudo can go in there and finish him in the first or second, I just don't see him being able to keep pace with Aljamain Sterling, a guy that's in his prime. 2 years ago, it would have been a great fight. I think now, Sterling gets the win. He's in his prime. It's the bottom line. And it's too bad him and Dvalishvili are teammates because that would be potentially the best bantamweight fight. Then you got Sean O'Malley who should be fighting for the title. But that's not happening anytime soon. 120 left in round 4. And we haven't seen Sugar Show recently. I mean, the guy's waiting to fight for the title. He beat the number 1 contender at the time in Petr Yan. He's way up in the rankings. And then you kind of get railroaded by a guy that hasn't fought in years. And Cejudo gets to come in and fight for the title. Makes no sense. 45 seconds left. And just no big shots in a while. I mean, these guys are swinging back and forth, though. Now Song with a left-right combination. As the clock trickles down under 10 in round 4. So either way, we're going to round 5. And it's... Oh! Wow! Song drops Simone at the bell in the 4th round. And I promise you, if he had 5 more seconds, this fight was over. Boy, Ricky's leaning against the fence. He needs all this time right here. Goodness. Man, and Ricky's in trouble here. I mean, he's going to have to let everything go if he wants to win this fight. I think, in these situations where you're likely to lose a decision anyway, you got to go for it. Boom. Left hook. Wow. And Song lifts his hands up like what? And fortunately for Ricky Simone, the bell rang right as he fell on his back. Round 5 underway, and this will do it. Now Ricky landed a couple jabs, back to back, and a big right. Now another left. Oh, big right by Song. Song is like a wall, man. Even when Ricky comes forward, he doesn't go back. And then as soon as Ricky stops punching, Song just continues pressing forward again. Oh, big left! Ricky goes down, and he's covering up. And Song is on top trying to get the finish. And Ricky's spinning. Ricky gets up. He goes down again. He rolls again, and that's it. Herb Dean is going to stop it. And Ricky grabs onto Herb Dean's leg, and that's going to do it, man. And Ricky being helped back to his feet. Man, and that happened fast. Dang, man. Second losing night of the year. That's it. 5-6 on a night. And I already know, I told you so. That's what people are going to be saying. I'll have my excuses ready tomorrow. But Song Yadong, 5th round finish, man. TKO. That's how it goes. So Song Yadong finishes with a flurry. And Simone landed the first jab, and then he just gets popped. And from this point on, it's just a flurry by Song. Ricky Simon spinning, trying to do everything he can. Because the ref's going to stop it. If you keep getting punched. So he's spinning, he's trying to do everything. But it's just Song Yadong just continues to pound away to get the win. He's going to move to 20-7. Big bantamweight division main event. We got back-to-back weeks, bantamweight division main events. But for now, Song Yadong, the number 8 contender, gets the win over Ricky Simone here at UFC Fight Night.